Okay, welcome back to the podcast, episode 4. Today we're going to talk about Man vs Fat, which is, if you don't know, a football-related weight loss business, I suppose. And we'll go over what it is, how it works, and talk about our experience of it. So if you're into football, you're a bit overweight and you want to sort of lose some weight, then I think Man vs Fat is a great way of doing it.
Absolutely.
So how long have you been doing Man vs Fat, Mark?
So I joined Man v Fat in 2018. Beginning of 2018, I joined the Cambridge League. I was driving home from work back end of 2017, and the founder was on TalkSport on Hawksby and Jacobs, I remember, and he was telling us about this new group, this new football league for guys who want to lose weight. And I thought, this sounds exactly what I want to get involved with. I've always loved football. Never been a great player. You can relate, I'm sure.
Yeah,
you were a bit shit as well, but it's all right.
I was really good.
But yeah, I've always loved the game. I'm a massive football supporter, die-hard Norwich City fan, hence why I've got the yellow background. That was my idea. But yeah, I've been a big football fan and enjoy playing. And so when they said, well, this is a group for guys to play football and lose weight, it just seemed to tick every box for me. Yeah. So then when I saw that they were launching a league in Cambridge, I was living around that way at the time, I thought, this is for me. So at that point, I didn't know anybody. I just signed up on my own, went to the opening meeting when the league was first being set up. And they welcomed me in and said, right, we'll allocate you a team and off you go. So I sat around this table with a group of lads never met before, all a bit overweight, but all there for the same reason. Wanted to lose a few pounds and kind of fall in love with playing football again. So on that day we started the league with our team, Juventus.
Nice.
Great team. I played 3-4 seasons with Man v Fat in Cambridge. We won the cup in our second season. That was a huge win for us, and that was my first taste of glory within Man v Fat. I moved over to Peterborough when I met my partner, and then with that I then joined the Peterborough League, and I've been in the Peterborough League since summer of 2019, and played for various teams, and done a lot of things. But shall we just talk about the premise of what Man v Fat is and how it all works? Yeah.
So I think that what I love about it is that you play on the field and you score. You score goals, so you could win that game 4-0. So in fact, there's where we play in Peterborough, there's a pink team, right?
Yeah.
Although I think they've now changed to the Barcelona colours. They're like, they're all sort of Sunday League players. They're all
quite good. Let's be fair. There's some good players in that team.
Yeah, and they win, I think, all of their matches on the field pretty much.
Yeah.
But they're currently 3rd, I think, or 4th in our league.
Yeah.
And this is what I love about Man vs Fat, is that it's primarily about losing weight. So you can lose your game on the field, but win your game when it's all counted up because you've done certain things. So my team, and I think your team, are really good at losing weight at the moment. So
how does the weight loss points scoring work then? Tell us about that.
So if you lose weight for free, so when you turn up, the first thing you do is you go and get weighed, and then you'll get your boots and shin pads on. You'll walk down to the pitch, and then you'll play your game, which I think is about half an hour long, right?
Yeah.
And there's what I would say is, if you're listening to this and you're like, I just don't know if I could run around for half an hour at a competitive level, then still go, because there's a lot of people that I think are there in that boat, and you tend to have maybe a sub or two on most games, or you can switch your positions and make it work somehow.
And there's a wide variety of abilities.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's some very good players there, but there's some fucking dreadful players as well.
Yeah. I mean,
you got to be mean about it, but there are.
You got people like me who are like good, hold their own, and you got people like yourself who are pretty shit and playing goal.
I'm a goalkeeper, so I do things different than that. So
But what I love about it is you get weighed, you go down, and then a day or two later you'll tend to get the result. So you obviously know the result after the half an hour in terms of goals, but you'll then a few days later everyone has weighed. If you've lost weight 3 weeks in a row, you get a goal.
Yeah.
They call it a hat trick, but you get...
It's not in a row, it's just on 3 occasions. If you lose weight on 3 occasions, so you can lose weight 2 weeks, then maybe gain 1 week, but then the following week lose weight again, that's a hat trick.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you had to do it 3 weeks.
No, it's not. So it's not going to penalise you. You make a bit of progress and then you fall off the wagon and then get back on track. They're not going to penalise you for it. So I think that's good.
Yeah.
The main scoring method is every 2 players who weigh in on a week, that will give you an extra goal if 2 players have lost weight. Then you have, like I said, the hat trick. So if a player loses weight on 3 occasions, they'll get a hat trick. Then on top of that, there is the big scoring, which is the percentage weight loss. So if you lose 5, 10, 15, 20 or 25, you hit one of those percentages, you get 3 goals added to your score. So that's when you can get some really big numbers in. There's also you're expected to track your food intake for the week, and you've got to show that to the coach when you weigh in. And I can't remember the exact. I
think you get. I think you can get 3 goals in total from tracking.
Yeah,
but you get half a goal. So if you've got 9 on your team, and you've all tracked it, you can get 3 goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but you can then score own goals by going over your starting weight for that season.
That's right.
You can score own goals by, I think, there are own goals. So if too many in your team don't turn up and stuff like that, and you have to have people come and play for you.
Yeah.
But this is the other thing I love about it, right? Is that not this week, but last week, I played for my team, which I say captain. I basically do the poll to say who's playing this week, and so you can arrange subs or whatever. But what I did is, so I think I pay £31 a month. It's not a lot. Bear in mind, you play football 4 to 5 times in a week. In a month.
Yeah.
So it's £31 a month. You get access to loads of eating stuff. So I kind of see it as like Slimming World for men. And
it's a fair way of putting it, yeah.
Slimming World will hate that because I know that it works for a lot of men, and I get that. But I just think you go get weighed. You don't sit around chatting about it. You just go get weighed and you go down and play football.
And then you chat to your mates.
Yeah. And we turn up, like my team, most of us are there an hour before the match.
Yeah.
And we'll do like stretching. We'll kick a ball around.
Yeah.
Just off, where we play, there's a bit of spare pitch there. We'll kick the ball around there. We'll have a chat about who's going to play in what position.
Yeah.
What didn't go well last week. And then that very much turns into when we're going for our next team curry. Which will definitely be the end of the season.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to go out and eat.
Can't be doing that sort of before weight loss or weigh-in or anything, can you?
Exactly,
it's important.
But we'll all go out for a curry. We'll talk about life and I think it's brilliant. Like you meet some really good mates. So we get down there about an hour before we get weighed.
Yeah.
And then we'll go down and have a kick around and we'll play our game. And then, to be honest, mate, I don't think I've ever been away from there half an hour.
No.
After the game, because you're chatting to your mates.
Yeah.
The social side of it, I think, is absolutely
I think that's key. That's such a big part of it. And I said, you get put in a WhatsApp group with your teammates. So all through the week, there's lots of banter going down. Again, it's another place to share silly memes and all that kind of stuff. But there's lots of chat about how you've got on in the game, how you're going to get on next week, and just sort of like just chewing the fat over football in general about sort of what's been going down. So it's a huge part of Man v Fat, and it's something that's really helped me. And as I reflect over the years I've been involved with it, it's helped me in a number of different ways. Like I said, I moved to Peterborough and I met my new partner. So I didn't know anybody in Peterborough, no one at all, other than my girlfriend. I didn't know anyone, and so Man v Fat was then enabled me to sort of build a network of mates. And then I was able to do some sort of social things, and I was able to sort of do other things as part of, through Man v Fat. We have 11-a-side teams. We play other Man v Fat leagues in 11-a-side. I've featured in a number of games for that. I even scored a goal once in that. Can you believe that?
You've played in Peterborough United Stadium as well.
Yeah, we've done that. We have a charity match every year where we just group of lads from the league have come together and we have a fundraising goal. And we've this year raised, I think it was like 4 or 5 grand for prostate cancer. And it was a fantastic day out. We got to play at the Peterborough United Stadium. And it was all for good cause, friendly natured, and had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I've done other things. They have a national tournament. I've played in that twice, and that was held at St George's Park. So that was absolutely epic. So as a football fan, to have that opportunity to play at England's training base was amazing. So I've been part of that. I played at Cambridge United Stadium at half-time when Cambridge played Luton, I think it was. A group of fat lads came onto the pitch to promote Man v Fat, kicked the ball about for 10 minutes, got abused small sides of the fans, but it was good. It was just promoting the league. There's loads of... while it's great to be part of a community to help lose weight, the whole social side of it is massive, and it's enabled me to sort of do things that I wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to do. And so, it's a big part. It's been a big part for me.
And I hear that in their quest to sort of like help men lose weight, because they're, football's a big way of doing it, right? And I understand that because a lot of people in this country love football. But and for any Americans listening, it's not American football. This is what you would call soccer.
This is soccer, yes.
Yeah, it's called football, by the way. But that's what we do. But I believe, they're looking to go into rugby as well.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen the adverts.
Yeah, and I think that's really good, because I think that what works for me, I love football and football works for me, but it's the model. It's the fact that what you're doing is you're creating a team where you're saying your success relies on weight loss as well as on ability on the pitch.
And it spurs you on, doesn't it? Like I said, you don't want to let your teammates down, so you'll go that bit harder just to lose a bit of weight.
Yeah.
So you can weigh in less, get that extra goal, and that could be the difference between you winning a game or losing a game. Yeah,
and I think that works in any sport. So, you get... that could work in any sport, and I think it's a really good model. I think it's a great idea. Look, if you love football, join Man vs Fat Football. If you're more into rugby, have a look at that.
They're starting out soon. Again, put it into Google, Man v Fat. It's there. There's most likely a league close to where you are. They're all over the country. I've had so much. It's so much fun. I highly recommend it. There's some really funny things that I like about it as well. Like all the team names are all fat puns, aren't they?
Yeah.
What's your team name, for example?
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid, yeah. Ours is Peterborough United.
Yeah.
There's some really classic names. If you look on the league pages up and down the country, there's all sorts of funny names. I said in the Cambridge League, I played for Juventus, but our nemesis team then was probably KFC Wimbledon.
Yeah. It's good. It's good banter, isn't it? It's really good banter, and it works really well. And I've seen. I got targeted by one of their Facebook ads the other day, and it amazed me the amount of negative comments on there. I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. There was quite. I say the amount. There weren't like hundreds or anything like that. There was about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Where people were like, I just got injured all the time and stuff like that. And I think to myself, like, there was an injury. I mean, look, it's a contact sport, right? You're going to get injuries sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just life. But I've not found it uber aggressive. Like, it's a real good level of football. So you will be challenged no matter how good you are.
Yeah.
But we have people on our team, not naming names, on both our teams, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That struggle more than others, and there's a place for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
But what I love about it is you don't have to be the best player on your team, because you can be more effective off the pitch.
Yeah, and that's certainly been it for me. I've never been a great player. I mean, I'm all right as a goalkeeper, and being a big fellow, I was able to fill the net quite well. Less so now because I've lost the weight, but I was able to turn up every week and post a consistent loss and get sort of my 5, my 10, my 15. I've now hit me 20%, and that brought goals, and that won us matches, and that's where my value came into the team, and that's the kind of thing that's worked so well for me and for the team is to be able to do that. We lost a game a few weeks ago. We lost 8-0 in a game, and then when the weight loss. Yeah, against the Pinks.
We funnily enough, mate, we lost 8-0 to them as well.
Yeah.
But we beat them off the pitch.
Yeah, it's same here. And when the aggregate score came in, so the weight losses score added to the pitch score, we won the game 15-14. That's what I mean. So yeah, okay, footballing ability's important and will help you in winning a match, but it's not the be-all and end-all. If you've got enough players turning up, losing weight, and posting sort of percentage losses and hat-tricks, that's where the numbers really come into it, and that's where you can your team can really excel.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be the best player in the world, but if you turn up every week and you want to lose weight, that's how you're going to succeed in this.
Cool. So that's Man vs Fat, mate. But I think we should end with a question. So my question to you is how much are you looking forward to watching Ipswich in the Premier League next year?
Oof, don't. I can't stand it. The thought of it boils my piss, mate.
I'm looking forward to it. I think they've done a great journey. You know, they were down in League One just a couple of years ago. They've gone and got promoted. They didn't need to play in the playoffs. I think Norwich did, didn't they? They went out in the playoffs.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, they're on the rise. They're doing well. It'd be interesting to see how they get on in the Premier League.
Perhaps. I'm a Norwich City fan. I've seen us do it before. We went from League One through the Championship up to the Premier League, so they're just following us. It's all been done before.
They've kind of leapfrogged you now, I suppose.
That's only fuck. No. They'll get battered next season, and I can have a good old laugh at them. I feel like a Scotland fan watching England in the Euros.
Yeah, that's been interesting.
So yeah. Oh, just going back to Man vs Fat, I've got a bit of news for us as well.
Oh, go on.
I've just secured an interview with Richard Crick, who is head of Man vs Fat. So look out for an episode coming soon. But we will be going to Man vs Fat HQ, meeting the top guy.
Hopefully getting cheaper membership.
Yeah, good idea. Let's talk about that.
No, to be fair, £31 a month I think is very reasonable. But no, mate, that'd be really good. I'd be really interested to speak to him, see what their plans are, and see how they see it. Like we can obviously do it from a from a player's perspective.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of it. I love it. I'm going to miss my Monday next week for my brother's wedding, but I hate missing the weeks. I'll be honest.
It is. It does. And then and like I said, the first thing you're doing is you're asking your teammates, "How'd you get on? What was your score?
Yeah.
Who's weighed in? Who's lost?
Yeah.
All those kind of things. It gets you, and it's for us. I say our games are on a Monday night, and quite frankly, there's nothing better to do on a Monday night. No. So there's nothing you can be doing on a Monday night better than that.
I'm actually, because I live sort of between two, so I'm actually thinking about joining the one on the Sunday night as well. Because I think you get a
discount.
A discount, yeah. So actually, I'd quite happily pay, I don't know, £50 a month to play the two games. But yeah, and it's just the commitment side of things. But it's really good.
But yeah, look it up. It's Man vs Fat, Man vs Fat Football. It'll come up on your Google search or whatever sort of search tab you use. But yeah, give it a go, look it up.
We'll post a link in our social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're not following us, we're on X, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we've got a website which is bigfellaspodcast.com. So make sure you like and subscribe to this. Follow us on social media. If you're interested in Man vs Fat, either Google it or we'll post a link into the social medias when we launch this episode. And thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.
See you soon. Thank you.